Greetings to you today. This devotion today is for the 18th of February, Friday, the 18th of February, from John's Gospel through the eyes and the heart of Michael Card. This devotion is entitled "The Bread, the Light, the Life." The bread, the light, the life. He will give reference to John 6:35, John 9, 1 through 41, so that's a lengthy one, and John 11:52. Lyrics to this song, no co-writers today. Jesus walked into the hills, the one who said, "I am the bread." There he blessed 5 loaves of barley, and there the thousands humbly fed. A man was born in darkness, the blame they could not qualify. The one who said, "I am the light," restored the sight to blinded eyes. He was the broken bread of life. Of all the world, the light was he. In him life had come alive. The deaf and blind could hear and see. Lazarus, his friend, had died. "I am the life," had Jesus said. Standing there outside the tomb, he spoke the words that raised the dead. He had learned directly from Jesus the art of understanding life parabolically. In fact, one wonders if John had not become convinced that this was the only way to truly understand anything of real significance. It was how Jesus understood and explained the kingdom of God, service to God, prayer, obedience, Jesus' own sacrifice. He had used parables to help the youthful John and his companions grasp the true meaning of all of these and more. And now the elderly John, the revered leader of the church in Ephesus, decided that he would create his own parables to explain what he considered to be of the utmost significance, the life of Jesus. Even the order is significant. John begins with the parable of Jesus as the bread of life. This is associated with the feeding of the 5,000. The action of Jesus in providing bread for the multitude is a parable in and of itself. John 6, 1 through 15. But then a few verses later, Jesus says simply, "I am the bread of life," in verse 35. The truth of who Jesus is as the bread was revealed in the parabolic story of the feeding of the 5,000. Next comes the parabolic story of the healing of the blind man in John 9. Earlier in John 8:12, after the encounter with the woman taken in adultery, Jesus had made the pronouncement that he was the light of the world. Now John tells the parabolic story, which covers an entire chapter, and not a short one either. Covers an entire chapter of the healing of the man born blind. Jesus, who is the bread, had fed the multitude. Now Jesus, who is the light, will restore the sight to a blind man. The actual story works like a parable to reveal the truth about who Jesus really is. Finally, in ascending order, comes the story of the raising of Lazarus. First, the simple bread, next, the more miraculous provision of healing the blind, and now finally, the miracle of the restoration of life, of resurrection. As Jesus is making his way to the scene, Martha intercepts him just outside of town. His promise of resurrection, "Your brother will rise again," John 11:23. She apparently takes as a simple word of comfort. And then Jesus speaks the words that will be parabolically demonstrated inside Lazarus' tomb. "I am the resurrection and the life." He is preparing her and us for the moment that is about to come, for the revelation via parabolic act. After a brief interaction with Martha's sister, Jesus stands beside the sealed tomb. Inside is the wrapped and lifeless body of his beloved friend. There are no histrionics, no lightning bolts from his fingertips. He simply calls for his friend to come out. And come out he does. Bread, light, life. Those things we need the most to survive and thrive, along with water, Michael Card notes, which Jesus also provides. John 4:10 and 7:38 are parables of who he is. Bread, light, life, water are parables of who he is. Our need of them are parabolic pointers to the reality of who he is. Parabolic, a parable, a story with a lesson in it. And all of these things that Jesus has done reveal truth to us that we need. The truth of who Jesus is, the truth of what he's come to give for us, give to us, provide for us. I don't know that we can ever, on this side of heaven, and I'm not so sure on the other side either, that we can fully or ever will fully understand the mystery of Jesus and his coming in the flesh to seek and to save the lost, to provide for us all that we need, all of our weaknesses strengthened, all of our needs filled, our spiritual ones especially. The realities of forgiveness. Praise his name. Praise his name today.